everybody. Hope you are doing well. Today I wanted to share a new journal that I had made out of an old book. I love the texture and color of this book. So I didn't do a whole lot of embellishing, but I did add this really awesome kind of lacy stuff. I'm not exactly sure what this is considered. Is it Battenberg lace? I don't know. Anyway, I don't think it's hand stitched. I believe it's machine stitched, but I think it's so cool. And I love how it looks on this spine. The spine, it was in relatively good shape, but it wasn't very exciting. So I thought covering it wasn't a big deal, but it is the original spine. And I have this lace on the back here. I just love this lace. I just think it looks really nice on the spine. And like I said, I did keep the spine. The stitching is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You can see the stitching kind of through the little holes of the fabricy lacy stuff, but I think it looks fine. It looks good. And then this one does have 5 signatures in it. And it is a semi-embellished album. I would say it has a decent amount of embellishing, but there's also a lot of space for journaling and such. So you can see here that in the inside here, I used some upholstery fabric. It's kind of hard to see, but it's super cool, fun upholstery fabric. I didn't want to put too much on here because I didn't want to cover up the images on the front and back side of the book, but you do see it peeking out a little bit here. And this is just obviously a gingham print. So I really like how this one turned out. I absolutely love these printables. I don't remember exactly who was the maker of these, but if you have any questions, let me know and I can let you know as well. I think it's a collection of different makers, so I don't have a specific one that goes throughout it, but this is probably the main one here. So if you're interested in finding that out, or if I remember, I'll put that in the description. This will be for sale on my Etsy shop. So if you are interested in purchasing it, the description will have the link to the Etsy shop. And if you are seeing this video, it is up and ready and on my Etsy shop right now. So here is the first page. It's got this little tuck here with this little embellishment. This is from Roxy Creation. I know that. This is some vintage ledger paper. We have some, it's kind of like a resume paper. And this is a little tuck here, so you can add your journaling or tags or things to that tuck spot. We have this page here is our first pocket. So we have a lot of pockets with stitching detail on it. All of the tags, or I would say a good chunk of the tags and the journaling spots, are made from a masterboard that used vintage and antique papers and some other little pieces that went into the page. We have like, not antique, but vintage stamps and things like that. But they also layered on some fussy cut images and printables and things like that. So they have some stitching on them, and most of them are going to be blank on the back if they were using this masterboard. So you'll be able to journal on the back of all the tags. This pocket was also made with the same masterboard, and you can see I have a vintage stamp, some labels, and some fussy cut images as well. This is a vintage ledger piece of paper. We have some coffee dye paper, some, what is it called? Straw paper. This is just a little journaling spot, and you can see on the back, it's got a little tag on it with a number, a label. I really like this. These images are super pretty. And then this is also kind of a collage with lace and stuff like that, so it's very easy to write on with a darker pen. This is another collage. Another tag. So I did some, this is all just a flat piece that's a little tuck here. And then it has this little journaling spot that has a spot on the back. There's a little butterfly. This one's cute. It's got a little cluster butterfly and a little circular kind of embellishment there. That's the end of the first signature. This one's kind of like an upper tuck, so it's open on all sides, so you can just tuck something up in that spot there. Here's a little tuck here with this cute little lady that has some journaling space on the back. Here is like a, what is it, like a paycheck register thing? I'm not gonna, it's like, you know, for like overtime and all that. Another fussy cut image. I love the texture of that pulled it out from the book. This is from, what is this paper from? I'm going blank on this now too. But again, if you're interested, I can tell you and I'll hopefully try to make it in the comments below. This is a little piece of vellum paper. So you can see there's not a whole lot of embellishing in here. There are spots where I have the tuck spots with the journaling cards, but there's not a lot of bulk in this. It is a pretty flat book. This is a vintage, just to make sure that's right. Yes, this is a vintage ticket. And then there's some other fussy cut pieces here. Again, using the masterboard, some fussy cut images, and then the backs are open. The pocket also is made with that same masterboard, and you can see there is the stamps that are part of that one. So some other embellishing here. This flips out with a little tab. I thought it was super cute. And these are fun too. So even though these are flat images, they look very textural because there's a lot of collaging in the printable. So I think that's fun too. So even though this is a good way, I guess, to add interest and texture and things to the book without actually adding the bulk by doing these printables that have this collage look to them, which I think is pretty fun. Here is a fun like bingo kind of card with straw paper on the back for journaling and a little tuck spot. Another little tuck spot. This has two little simple cards here. I didn't do a lot of stitching on some of these simple ones, and I didn't do a lot of inking. Some of these I thought it would be nice not to have an album that has inking. I do a lot of inking in a lot of my books, but this one has very minimal inking on the pages. This is a coffee dyed, hand dyed paper that I added some glitter color to. Another little tuck with some very simple tags. I also didn't embellish the top of a lot of these. That way you can add a hole if you want. You can staple on a piece of vintage trim. Again, it's a lot more customizable because I did keep it pretty simple. And then we have the tuck here. This is some really pretty Triple V vintage coffee dyed paper. Oh my gosh, she has the best, most beautiful coffee dyed paper ever. So if you want to check her out, it's Triple V Vintage is where I got this from. There's another little tuck spot with a cute little card. Fold out. This is this is just embellished, so it's just a piece of paper that's been fussy cut and then just glued down. Another tuck spot. Oh, that other piece of that Triple V Vintage paper. Oh my God, so gorgeous. Another little tag. Again, not embellished, tuck spot there. Telephone record. Fold out. Another fussy cut page or piece of ephemera on the ledger paper. Another not tuck spot, but a little flip out. Another cut apart. Here's another little pocket with two tags. These are stitched. This is made from that masterboard and some fussy cut images on here. And labels and things like that. Some more fussy cut images and labels in the pocket. Here are two more tags. Cute little pocket. Another little image is glued down. It is a tuck spot, so you can put something in the little tuck spot. Glued on some lilies. Another little spot that's glued on. Another tag, or two tags with a little tuck spot. Another little flip out. Another tuck spot with a vintage stamp. Some more vintage paper or masterboards, collage pages. Another little tuck spot. A label. So yeah, that is that particular book. Again, it's not very embellished. It has a little bit with the tags and stuff, but it's definitely something that you can make your own. And there is a lot of room to grow on. So you can see if I squish it down, you have quite a bit of space to add more stuff to it, like photos and other ephemera. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you just want to chat about anything, let me know that as well. If you also like the video and you like the flip through, give me a thumbs up. It helps me to know you are watching. And yeah, thank you guys so much. And I will talk to you again very soon. Bye, everybody.